So if you've been researching buying a new motorcycle online, you probably looked at the MSRP, but there are a lot of other fees you want to think about before you head into the dealer to get the final out-the-door price. And I may not be an expert, but I bought a lot of vehicles over the past few years, and I've learned a little bit about how purchasing works. In a recent video, I talked about how you can buy a 2026 CFMOTO Papio SS for right around $4,000 out the door. And a lot of comments came in asking, how does a bike with a $3,299 MSRP turn into $4,000, and why are some dealers charging $6,000 plus? So I'm going to talk about how the final numbers work, why buying a motorcycle differs from buying a car, and why the fees are different from state to state. A big thing to keep in mind is that car deals are structured different from motorcycle deals. And there's dealer fees, taxes, and registration that are going to vary depending on where you live. So the window sticker on my brand new 2026 Jeep Cherokee has the destination charge built right into the price. But motorcycle pricing is different. The MSRP that you find online or that you find at the dealership does not typically include the destination charge, so you have to add that on top of the price you're going to pay. And another big thing that makes car buying different from motorcycle buying is the manufacturer incentives. Car manufacturers typically will add in huge incentives like cashback offers, good financing offers, but motorcycle or power sports dealers typically don't have those huge incentives, especially on bikes that are brand new or in high demand. So let's get back to this. How does a 2026 CFMOTO Papio SS with an MSRP of $3,299 legitimately get to $4,000 out the door, and why do some dealers charge $6,000 plus? So keep in mind what I just talked about. You have the MSRP, plus you have the destination charge, and then bikes arrive in crates. Usually they arrive in crates, and the dealership has to unpack the bike and put it all together. So sometimes they have to put on the handlebars, sometimes they have to put on the tires, they have to fill up the tire pressure, they have to do all your fluids like your brakes and your oil. So dealers usually charge a fee to put the bike together. And then there's government fees such as sales tax, title, registration, all fees that are not negotiable and need to be added into the final price to get your final out-the-door price. So before you head into the dealer, make sure you know all of your local fees so you're not surprised. And then when you talk to a salesperson, ask them for a breakdown of the sale. They're going to list everything that's included in the price, from the selling price of the vehicle to your sales tax, to all your registration, and the dealer fees they have for maybe assembly, and they're going to give you a final out-the-door price. Now, if you're not happy with the final price they're giving you, like maybe they're charging $5,000 for a 2026 CFMOTO Papio like mine, and I just told you in this video you should be able to get one for $4,000, find out where that extra $1,000 came from. I mean, maybe your state has fees that you can't get away from, but maybe they're charging $1,000 for assembly, and that's all dealer markup. It's all wiggle room. They should be able to make an adjustment on that, and also find out if they're selling at full MSRP. Maybe they can lower that price a little bit and give you a little bit of savings. Now you might be thinking, I'm just going to skip the dealer so I don't have to pay all those fees. I'm going to buy a used bike from somebody privately, and I'm going to skip all those fees. I won't have to worry about anything else. Well, buying a used bike will save you money because bikes depreciate just like cars, so the price should be lower. You also don't have to worry about the assembly fees because the bike's already put together. You don't have to worry about destination because that was already paid by somebody else when the bike was new. You still have to pay your local fees such as taxes, registration, transfer. So make sure you're aware of that before you go buy a bike from a private seller and don't realize that you still have fees on top of that. So I think the best way to get a good deal on a new motorcycle is to email a bunch of different dealerships that have the bike you want. Let them know what bike you're interested in. Tell them that you want the final out-the-door price, including all fees, all taxes, registration, all transfers. What is the final price they're willing to sell that bike to you? If you walk into their dealership with a check today, will they sell you the bike for that amount? And whatever you do, don't tell one dealer what another one quoted you, because you're going to get dealers that are going to say, here's my final price, but if you get a better quote somewhere else, you bring that to me and we'll match it. Why would you give them the opportunity to match a price when somebody else is already going to give you the lower price to begin with? Go with a dealer that treated you right from the beginning. And if you find a dealer in a different state that's willing to give you a lower price, that's great, but keep in mind, when you bring that bike across state line and you go to register it in your state, you're going to have to pay your state fees, your taxes, your registration, whatever your state requires. You're going to have to pay that to get the bike registered and legal in your state. Another tip that I think works really well is to join forums and groups online of people that have the bike that you're interested in. Ask real owners what they paid out the door for their bike. See if there's anybody close to you that can recommend a dealership that treated them well. Information in groups and forums with riders that have the same bike you're interested in is always going to be beneficial. So to wrap this up, make sure that when you walk into a dealership, you know all the local fees. You're prepared for what the out-the-door price is going to be. If your MSRP is $3,299 like it is on this Papio, getting it for about $4,000 is very reasonable. Probably a little bit above $4,000. I mean, $4,000 is pretty low. If you buy it used, of course, you can save a little bit of money. I've had people tell me on the comments of my last video that you can buy this bike brand new for $2,000 out the door. I would like to see that if it's brand new at a dealer for $2,000 out the door. These bikes are selling really well. CFMOTO is great quality, so they're selling good enough that you are probably going to have to pay about $4,000 plus to buy a brand new Papio. But anyway, guys, I'd like to know in the comments, what bike do you have? What was the MSRP and what was your out the door price? Leave that in the comments below. Also, let me know what state you ride in. And thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, and bye-bye.